Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. Today's viewer request is from Azim. I think a good situation to run would be the carrier strike groups in the Red Sea now and finding the maximum limit of saturation attack they could take from Yemen, by which I assume he means the Houthi controlled Yemen. So that's what we're going to simulate today, just how big and how coordinated an attack from the Houthi rebels is required to take down the Red Sea US carrier group. So first, geography. We don't have the piece of terrain we need in DCS, so instead I've used a part of the Persian Gulf. Today the Persian Gulf is actually the Gulf of Aden. The Red Sea starts kind of here and goes northwards. This is not the bottom of Iran, it's the bottom of Houthi-held Yemen. 70 nautical miles south of the lowest part of Yemen is the US carrier group. In real life and today, it's led by USS Harry Truman, CVN 75, and her associated air wings. I had to decide which escorts to model her with, so I took a snapshot of about 2 months ago when she was defended by Desron 28, that's 5 Arleigh Burkes, and 1 cruiser. That is, out of interest, USS Gonzales, DDG 66. Cole, 67, Bainbridge, 96, Forrest Sherman, 98, Gravely, 107, and the infamous cruiser Gettysburg CG 64. They are doing their usual early morning patrol, protecting civilian vessels entering the Red Sea, and they don't know an attack is coming. Now, very unfortunately for the Americans, a very high-level intelligence brief has occurred in America. By accident, because it's a virtual briefing, a member of the press was accidentally let into the virtual briefing room, which you'll agree is very unfortunate, but these things happen. Later on, said journalist published details of the briefing, which very unfortunately listed the exact coordinates of the US carrier group. Of course, the Houthis don't really know exactly where the carrier group is at any time. It's always moving and it's always effectively out of sensor range. But in this case, they've suddenly found a nugget of gold. They know exactly where the US carrier group is. They plug these coordinates into all of their remaining missiles, their drones, their cruise missiles, and they press the fire button. Everything fired at once in one giant time-on-target attack. Worst case for the American carrier group. Fired today will be first 20 ballistic missiles from about 250 miles away. Then 100 suicide drones, Shahed type drones. I can't get the Shaheds working today, so today they're actually going to be played by modified explosive Reaper drones flying very low. It won't really matter today. They're going to do exactly the same job as Shahed drones. And finally, hidden along the coast are 50 launchers for Iranian-supplied C-802 cruise missiles, which again the Houthis do use in real life. So that's a total of 170 munitions fired, all within a few minutes. All of these weapons are used in real life, of course, but in real life they don't have the exact position of the US carrier group, and also they don't have the ability to fire time on target 170 like this. Instead, they're kind of dribbled in piecemeal, so they're much easier to deal with. Finally, the American carrier group. Obviously, they'll always have an AWACS up on station here, which will be their eyes, and onboard Truman will be 48 Super Hornets, of which 24 are or can be armed for air-to-air or DCA very quickly. Each of those 24 is going to carry 8 modern AMRAAMs fueled and 2 Sidewinders. They'll get airborne as soon as they sniff that an attack is coming and the drones are started to be launched. And that's it, viewers. Let's jump in. Welcome in, viewers. It's 0550 local time, early morning. The sun is rising. The first drones have started to be launched, followed by a ballistic missile attack. Fired 250 miles away from the group. Carrier air wing has been alerted. And off they go. We've got the scoreboard today, which we'll be using. It'll be in small mode today because there's going to be a lot of munitions fired. Ballistic missiles reaching 50,000 feet. Onto of the macro view. So we have our carrier group here, 70 miles from the coast here. In come the ballistic missiles. The drones have been launched about 10 miles inland. They're not quite visible yet until they reach the sea, and then we'll start to pick them up on radar. In terms of defense, the first thing we'll likely see come out from the ships is SM-3 for the ballistic missiles. Missiles are fully ballistic, 170,000 feet, 5 times the speed of sound. Now, they're probably within SM-3 range already, but the SM-3s will wait until the optimum time to fire, which will be when they decide they get the highest probability of kill, which hopefully won't be too far away now. Last Hornet of flight 1, airborne. Checking macro view, ballistic missiles halfway past their travels so far, and we have response from American SM-3 being launched. 6 of them so far. Wow, that looks amazing, doesn't it? $17 launched, 18. Incredibly impressive weapon. 21 SM-3 launched. Checking macro view. What's going to happen? First missile, impact. Second, impact. Impact, impact, impact. Pretty good PK so far. Well, that's just dang impressive. On the descent, 160,000 feet. Check the macro view. Being taken out with moderate ease by SM-3. 36 SM-3s fired so far at a cost of, wow, $500 million. Ooh. SM-6 is now being fired because presumably we've used all SM-3s and that's it. Nope, one more left. Coming straight down over the first flight of Hornets. Can't even see the ships. 110,000 feet. They're down there somewhere. There's the carrier. It's going to hit the carrier, or is it? Or is it? Now, these ballistic missiles are notoriously inaccurate, but they're not taking any chances. We see the SM-6 now. Boom. Nice. And another one fired for good measure. So, to take out 20 ballistic missiles, they fired. More missiles going out. I don't know what for. Just go and check what's going on. Okay, that'll be what's going on. 100 drones have come on scope. SM-6 is being fired at a range of 70 miles. So, it took about 40, just over 40 defensive missiles to shoot down the 20 ballistic missiles, or to make sure they've been destroyed, and now everything's going to be fired. 70 missiles up. $80 missiles up. Now here's the thing, viewers, in real life they wouldn't really be able to fight like this. You can't operate Hornets in an AO where you're also firing these missiles. It's just way too dangerous. But in this case, the emergency has been deemed just so dire that they're willing to take friendly fire. Friendly fire may happen, we'll just have to see. So far, AMRAAMs are out from someone. Yeah, AMRAAMs being fired by the first flight of Hornets. 2 flights of Hornets up. So far, hang on, let's just have a pause and see what's happened so far. Because every time I go into this view, a whole bunch more stuff's happened. 20 ballistic missiles have been shot down, 100 drones have just come into view, and 50 subsonic anti-ship cruise missiles, the C-801, have also been detected. So, the Americans now have to deal with 150 of these threats. Now it's going to start getting a bit laggy, viewers. I've chosen this amount of bad guys because I've calculated this is what my computer can take. 5 Shahed drones down. 7 down. Oh my goodness. AMRAAM being seriously outclassed by SM-6. 12 drones down. 14 drones down. 19 drones down. 20. Oh, it's just going up too much now. 30 drones down. Hornets just peppering missiles in at everything now. No friendly fire yet. 40 drones down. Look, you can see the missiles coming from the carrier group. Look, there's the carrier group. 70 miles away. That is freaking amazing. AMRAAM's not doing a lot. Bit of macro view. Let's check him out. 46 Shahed drones down. The cruise missiles are not going to be counted, so we'll just have to look visually. 50 drones down. Loads of AMRAAMs have been peppered in now. AMRAAMs are being shot, the cruise missiles. And they're taking them out with ease. Cruise missiles down. Bit of macro view. Still no friendly fire. That's amazing, because a bunch of these missiles are active radar homing. These are active radar homing. SM6 is active radar homing. And it's all modelled. Macro view. Some AMRAAM's gone a bit dumb. Still no Hornet shot down, which is great news. Take out another C-802. All, apart from one, of the cruise missiles dealt with. Now that is amazing. And it's absolutely possible in real life. Now they're flying at 2,000 feet now. They could fly at 20 feet. It wouldn't matter. Ah, we've got a miss. We've finally got a miss. Because the AWACS can see them over the horizon even if they're low and guide the SM6s in. So they can go as low as they want. It's going to make no difference. Ah, gotcha! Sit rep, 20 ballistic missiles down, 50 cruise missiles down, 56 drones down. Made that 57. 58 drones down. Another flight of Hornets in, and this guy's gone the wrong direction. Correction, he's afterburning in the wrong direction. USN for you there. AMRAAM's dribbling in. Still, the sky is littered with these guys. Double KO. He's already dead. Guy going in for a dogfight. Still no friendly fire. I mean, that's probably more luck than anything. Once these Fox 3 missiles are fired, there's no real controlling them. 63 drones down. Oh, we're gonna miss. AMRAAM no good against drone. Let's see what we've got. I don't know how many. Probably 4 flights. That's probably 16 Hornets are up. Half of them probably out of ammo by now. Another AMRAAM. Boom. That didn't miss. Dogfight. 65 drones down. Nice bit of teamwork there. Now, why are the ships stopped firing? The ships have stopped firing. Pause. Just some interesting science here, viewers. The ships have stopped firing because they no longer have the ability to fire because they were firing over the horizon. They can't obviously see these drones this low down. So they were using AWACS to guide their data link missiles in the form of an SM6, which can fire way over the horizon like this. The SM2 doesn't have that tech, or not really. So it can't do it, and so these can only fire once they come over the horizon. Now that's semi-not true in real life because modern blocks of SM2 do have partial over the horizon capability. Oh, finally! We have a friendly fire, an AMRAAM locked onto a Hornet, and that is absolutely possible, and I'm amazed about 20 haven't been shot down so far, to be honest. I mean, just imagine trying to operate in this. It's just impossible. A swarm of dots everywhere. 74 down, doing oh, look how they've just made it so easy. Nothing got within. Let's have a look. 33 nautical miles of the carrier. They're just coming over the horizon now. Look, so the SM2s can do line of sight firing, and that just makes it easy because they carry loads of SM2s on board. And I can't really make it much harder, viewers, because, you know, I'm going to get no frames. There's only so many stuff I can model. Plus, how many of this stuff, of these attacking strike drones and missiles could the Houthi rebels fire perfectly time on target at once? Probably not this many, right? Anyway, so it's already better than they could do, in my opinion. And don't forget, in real life, all of the ground vehicles, the ballistic missile launchers, the cruise missile launchers are going to be being tracked by American satellites, American recon aircraft and drones, so just doing this would be near on impossible. In fact, it must be very hard for the Houthis to operate, the American carrier group watching them all the time. So even this is a bit of a stretch. But man, they made it easy, right? And amazingly, only one Hornet shot down. That is pretty super. Again, probably more luck than anything. Oh, they're just polishing him off now. AMRAAM's raining in. Hey, we got a miss. Would that happen in real life? Probably not. In-game, they're just not really made for shooting stuff that are going 150 miles an hour. So they're pretty crap at it. SM2, not so much. Boom. That's it. One drone left. We are... what are we? We're 12 minutes into the attack. 12 minutes and boom, Sidewinder. And some guns. And dead. Well, there we have it. The coordinates of the carrier group leaked during an ad hoc virtual briefing. Houthis launch pretty much time on target, 20 ballistic missiles, 100 attack drones, and 50 anti-ship cruise missiles, and they don't, to be honest, really even trouble the carrier group. The carrier group loses one aircraft. Let's have a look at statistics. So 170 munitions fired by Reds at a cost of, wow, $3 billion, bravo, billion dollars. Blues lost one Super Hornet. They fired 94 AMRAAMs. They fired 13 Sidewinders, a few bullets, 218 surface-to-air missiles. That's 80 SM-2 Block 3C, 96 SM-6 Block 1A, 6 ESSM. So they barely even started using their massive reserves of ESSM. That's pretty amazing. They used all of their SM-3s, 36 Block 2A. Total taxpayer cost, a measly $1.2 billion. So, viewers, if the US Navy are as good as this simulation, which they may or may not be, who knows, then absolutely they are pretty much invulnerable, right? If not, then anything can change. Obviously, we've seen a lot go wrong with this real carrier group in real life. 3 Hornets have been lost now, I believe, from Truman. So, real life, I guess, is a lot harder. But anyway, I found that a really interesting simulation. Let me know your thoughts. Bye-bye.